Hi, I'm Alani. If you've been watching this series and thinking, this sounds like me, should you get assessed for ADHD? If you're asking the question, probably yes. Let me explain. You've spent your life feeling different, but can't explain why. You're exhausted after social interactions, even enjoyable ones. You mask your natural behaviors without realizing it. Simple tasks feel impossible, while complex things come easily. You've been diagnosed with anxiety or depression, but treatment hasn't fully helped. You deeply relate to autism and ADHD content. If two or more fit, consider assessment. So, what to look for in an assessor? Look for someone who specializes in adult autism and ADHD, not just children. Understand how these present in women specifically because it's different. Look for someone who can assess for both conditions. ADHD is real. We use current diagnostic criteria, not outdated stereotypes. If they say you can't be autistic because you make eye contact, find someone else. That's outdated. What assessment includes? There will be a clinical interview about your developmental history, questionnaires and standardized test, sometimes input from family who knew you as a child, an evaluation of your current functioning, and usually it takes 2 to 4 hours total, sometimes across multiple sessions. So you may ask, yeah, I've watched the podcast, I've watched the YouTube videos. What about self-diagnosis? Self-diagnosis is valid. Research shows high accuracy, but formal diagnosis opens doors to workplace accommodations, treatment options, disability support, and validation. You can start with self-diagnosis and pursue formal diagnosis when ready. Assessment can be very expensive, from $1,500 to $3,000 or more in many places. Some insurance covers it, many don't. Public healthcare often has long wait lists. This is a real barrier. Do what you can with what you have. Look on the internet, there's a lot of free online screenings there as well. Just to confirm for yourself. And if you're still wondering, ask yourself, would understanding your brain bring relief? Would having language for your experience help you advocate for yourself? Would diagnosis give you access to support you need? If yes to any, it's worth pursuing. You deserve to understand yourself. You deserve support. So this wraps this week's series on ADHD. Thank you for being here. Quick schedule update. Starting next week, I'm posting every Monday instead of daily. One quality video per week that actually helps. This lets me maintain my practice, avoid burnout, and give you better content. Next Monday, I'll be back with a new topic. See you then. Subscribe so you don't miss it.